every story you've heard is true. Everyone. Where we see perfidy, the Order excises it with sword and flame. Those that would eat away at the heart of this great civilization will die screaming. Those that choose to aid such schemes, or who avert their gaze through cowardice or disloyalty, will meet a fate no kinder. I tell you this, so you harbour no illusions as to the lengths I will go to protect this city. If you cross me, you are ash and memories, and even those I will seek to eradicate. Do you understand?
So you wish to know about the Order, the Witch Hunters. Some say they are ruthless, dogged pursuers, destroying anything who slows them down. Others say they are more heroic than even the Stormcast. Both are true, in their own way. Truth for the mortal soldier on the battlefield is often simple. Everyone standing beside me is trying not to die, and everyone in the line across that field from us is trying to do us in. That is the simple truth of battle. But truth is rarely simple, and something led to the battle. A chain of events that resulted in that particular soldier standing in that particular line facing down that particular monster. Whether it was the result of political intrigue, corrupted individuals seeking power, or simply a war herd of chaos beasts pillaging across the land, it is likely a witch hunter helped shape these events. They are the spies, the assassins, the peacekeepers, and the instigators. They are all things that Sigmar requires them to be. Members of the Order are a shadowy lot, and the actions they take may not always seem clear, even to their closest allies. If the Stormcast are the gleaming shields of civilization, then the Witch Hunters are the concealed dagger with which order is enforced. But where else to start than the beginning? The Order of Azyr. Created at the dawn of the Age of Chaos, the Order was tasked with keeping out the schemes of the Chaos Gods and their vile followers, as well as guarding against the intrusion of the agents of Nagash, the Lord of Death, and the many monstrous horrors he can call to bear. While once having been a part of Sigmar's pantheon, the great necromancer had betrayed Sigmar at the Battle of Burning Skies, and so it had been determined that there existed a need to protect Azyr from the plots of those bound to the Grave Lord. The earliest records show that it was at the closing of the gates to Azyr themselves that the first members of the Order received their commissions, and that they were to guard the Celestial Realm and Sigmar's followers no matter the cost. To this end, they were given authority limited only by the God King himself to pursue their mission, and they spread into all areas of society inside Azyr as their own proclivities directed. Formed of some of the most zealous of the devoted of Sigmar, members of the Order are normally recruited because of their skills in investigation, detection, interrogation, problem solving, and of course, their discretion. While their peers amongst the devoted may become preachers or proselytizers of Sigmar's word, warrior priests or flagellant battle zealots, those singled out to become witch hunters will walk a less glamorous path, often serving independently and away from the God King's forces or cities for long periods of time. Their duties may take them across the realms or simply into the sewers of Azyr, the capital of Azyr. But wherever it takes them, they will always be endangered. One thing is certain, however. Rarely will the work of these agents be brought into the light, and rarer still is it that they will be praised for this work. Because of these prolonged periods of relative isolation, and the realities of working in areas without the expectation of any form of official backup, it is not uncommon for witch hunters to acquire a retinue of individuals who work alongside them. This may be in a formal contractual sense, or in a less formal exchange of favors. For example, a member of the Order may hire a Kharadron sky captain to shuttle him between ports, and then perform aerial scouting of a region for an agreed-upon price. Or a hunter may be found befriending a local gang in the shady taverns of Bilgewater and allowing them to skirt the law in exchange for useful pieces of gossip. Of course, some of these acquaintances will become friends and companions over time, and this is not something that is forbidden or unheard of amongst the agents of the Order. After all, it never hurts to have some trustworthy souls to watch your back. At the creation of their order, the agents spread all across Azyr, ensuring the realm of the God King remained clear of the taint of chaos, combating it wherever it arose. As they did so, they learned to leverage a wide array of tools and techniques for ensuring that the corruption which so insidiously infected the other realms would not find purchase in Azyr. Firearms such as pistols and handguns became favorites of the agents as they are powerful single-man operable firearms, though many carry swords ranging from massive two-handed cleavers to elegant rapiers, as well as a number of smaller blades as a last line of defense. Unlike many of Sigmar's other servants, there is no great heraldry or bombastic uniform for the witch hunters. Because of the danger associated with their cloak and dagger role, they often favor heavy, dark clothing, which provides a modicum of protection, as well as a level of anonymity and obscuration as they move through the realms. Many agents will carry or wear items depicting a comet and a hammer, fitting iconography for these most devout Sigmarites, though this is not required, and at times may put the hunter at risk. Particularly skilled or successful agents may carry magical charms or alchemical wonders obtained during their career, and such devices are as varied as they are numerous. Whatever their function, it can be expected that if a member of the Order considers them valuable, then they are an essential tool against the forces that would threaten Sigmar's people. Most citizens of the realms think of the witch hunters as men and women in large trench coats and buckled hats, wielding their power to seek truth with sword and pistol in hand. But just as often, witch hunters can be found dressed as merchants in the market, selling wares and collecting rumors, or dancing amongst the nobility at the high harvest festivals. While the most common depictions of the members of the Order are of them in their full battle attire, it is important to remember that they are investigators first and foremost. They exist to root out the corruption found in and amongst all levels of the free societies of the realms. While this means they will play the role of the executioner, it also means they are just as likely to spend years building a case before making the arrest of a traitor, or perhaps undercutting the schemes of those who would see Sigmar's realm destroyed in much more subtle ways. Waylaying the supplies by cultists to sabotage an important skyport in the hopes that these involved will run back to their nest and reveal the entire conspiracy network, or destroying the reputation of a seditionist chancellor with a few well-placed words, and ensuring that his would-be rebellion falls flat before ever picking up any traction, are both well within the job parameters of a witch hunter. Once the gates of Azyr reopened and the Dawnbringer Crusades began to reassert Sigmar's influence in the realms, his people began to spread out and recolonize lost areas. Witch hunters participated in these campaigns to liberate these lands from the hands of the Chaos warlords which had overtaken them. These Dawnbringer Crusades, as they were called, have met with mixed success so far. But where these seeds have sprouted, as the free cities of Sigmar, you can assume there will be an Order presence somewhere in the city. Such is the case with the famed Hanover Toll, who traveled far and fought hard to seek vengeance after the sacking of his beloved Excelsius by the Tzeentchian cult of the Fated Path. Toll's adventures would take him far from the gates of Excelsis, but such is the duty of a witch hunter. Other notable witch hunters include Galen and Doralia Vendenst, a father and daughter team of witch hunters who wield weapons inlaid with runes of banishment against both demon and wizard to great effect. Jelson Dara, who after being expelled from the Order for reasons left vague, has taken it upon himself to turn his skills specifically to the hunting of the soul-blighted vampires of Shaiish, and Soul Gage, whose penchant for mercy makes him unique, as he believes that every excessively violent action taken by the Order, especially if it is done with circumspect evidence or against the innocent, does nothing but push mortals of the realms towards the worship of chaos. Whether it is the forces of chaos bargaining power for souls, or the vampires of Shaiish attempting to seduce their way into the free cities of Sigmar, the witch hunters stand ready to curb the threat, and to protect the lands and the people of the realms, with shot, steel, and fire in hand.